We're good. All right. Maybe get this party started. Whew. Okay. Look around. That's lovely. Okay. Hello, everybody. Comfy. Hoping everything stays good here. I'm going to let everyone get on board. Okay. You want to get real close. I got to split my lip in here, and I'm like, dying. I know. Don't. You've done it enough times too. Grabbing with your student down. Don't. That's how things happen. That's how I get hurt. All right. Should speak. No. So we have people showing up already. Hi. Hey, everybody. Let's just move this down a little bit. Eventually, I'm going to be painting this living room and moving things around, so we'll get some different views. And I'll probably show you my apartment too. Once I get the floors done and this room painted, we can take a little mini tour downstairs, and I'm going to head up and work upstairs. And I'll tell you, I do landscaping, so I'm very proud of the hard work I've put into it. But this rain, lack of rain is tough. I don't have a spigot out back. I have to use a rain barrel, which has been fine for 5 years. It is completely bone dry, and so I'm literally filling my water buckets up upstairs. My shower water to water. Big into environmentalism, and that's a big part of not wasting water. So anyway, we got comments coming in. People are there. Hey, Kat. Hi, Tyler. How are you? So another busy week. These weeks are rolling fast. My God. Hey, Christina. How are ya? It's been tough, guys. Hey, Keith. It's been tough. Not my people. My people are good, solid. They're working hard. They're trying to maintain their sanity, their solid. I wouldn't say sobriety, but their solidity. Working with their crystals, working their meditation, manifestation, working their magic. Trying to stay calm, keep their heads cool under pressure. But the pressure is on. People are behaving so badly. And the readings are just redonkulous. Redonkulous. Hey, Patty. Good to see you, Gail. Hi, honey. How you feeling, girl? I'm going to give you a call. We got to talk, okay? My gosh. What can I say? The heat in Connecticut is kind of broken, for the most part. The sun is horribly hot. It was, just you couldn't breathe, you couldn't move, it was so hot. Nights have kind of cooled off a little bit, so it's easier to sleep and more pleasant, but it's been rough. You want to say hi? You want to say hi, everybody? Huh? Hello? You say hi? And what else? Hi, Chase. Hi, honey. Okay, good, Gail. Yeah, we'll touch base. Whew. All right. Still dealing with a lot of my friends have pets that have passed. The thing I've mentioned, I've first time in 29 years I don't have a dog. I mean, it's been crazy. I'm keeping it that way. Once my son goes off to college, it'll be me and Daisy, and I want to do a little traveling, and I'm not enjoying that, having the responsibility, but it's a weird thing. You are really, what is up? In the past, he has grabbed me, not meaning to, but that beak is sharp, and I can't blame him for my current boo-boo. That's on myself. Huh. I know. What's up with you? Great. So, what else can I tell you? I don't know. Watching country fall apart. Like watching nothing great, honestly. So it's been tough. It's been tough. The economy's tough. Every time we go grocery shopping, it costs more money. It's just never ending. But I've always been very transparent. I am not one of those people who believes that you just, no matter what, it's always great, everything's great, and and that's not true. You know, it isn't great. It's good. You know, business is down a solid 30%. So as far as this non-recession goes, it's a recession. Trust me. But that's coming off of a great couple of years. Those last couple of years of the previous administration were very good years to be in business. And it's not just me who feels that way. Believe me, every small business owner I know said the same thing. So coming off of great years, 30% makes it good, but still very doable. No one's complaining about not being able to pay bills and such. What else, guys? How are you doing out there? How's everyone holding up, and everyone's health is doing good, I hope? It's just nonstop. I don't know what to say. It's hard. I don't have a lot of good to say right now. It's been tough, and the readings are tough. Today was a nonstop reading day, nonstop with the $5 quick readings, but they were one after the other, and they weren't light readings. And I don't ever just kick people out of my reading room if they're struggling. Hey, Joanne, hanging in. Yep. I'm sorry, Claire. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think when it gets a little less hot, a lot of us will feel a little bit better. Greta, hi. A lot of weird aches and pains. I had some funky cold flu thing, which I never get sick. Sunday, it hit me like around 2 o'clock, halfway through the day. Luckily, it was quiet on the second half. Sundays are usually split. Either the morning of Sunday will be insanely busy, or the afternoon is insanely busy. I mean, like standing room only, and you're waiting for readings and shopping. And all good. I'm not complaining. We'll never complain about a busy store, but when you're not feeling so great, that makes it a little harder. Honey, I wish I knew. I hear every theory about what is going on, and I try to share theories. Um, my biggest concern was always with military action and the security of our country. That has always been my personal biggest worry. Partly because I have two sons. I'm not going to lie. That's a big one for me. Partly because I read a lot of military people and I like what I hear. I don't hear great things. And that's new. I've been in business for about 16 years now, and it's not that I always hear bad stuff for 16 years. Quite the opposite. People seemed a lot more secure a couple of years ago. The previous administration, like it, don't like it. Everyone knows I'm unaffiliated. I'm an unaffiliated voter, leaning very much to libertarian these days. Will probably never vote party system again. Democrat or Republican. I will probably never go either direction. Of course, I can't vote in the primaries because I am not. In Connecticut, you can't vote in the primaries. Every state is different. Some states will let you. In Connecticut, you cannot if you're not registered to a party. You can't vote in the primaries. But libertarian, I think, may be the direction I'm headed in. I think that may be the party for me. Doing some research. Green Party looks good. I like a lot of it. Don't like all of it. And I think there's a lot of double talk with the green movement, and I always I like I'm a very Scorpionic Pisces. I'm a Pisces all active in my 8th house, and so I tend to suspect ulterior motives a lot of the time, and certain things trigger me, and I just think, what are they really after? Where's the money at? Because you always got to follow the money to see where the motives are, and always the truth, man. Always the truth. Hey, Erica. Yep, it's true. I think any thinking person does, and we get talk about being conspiracy theorists. We get talk about being fear mongers. I think neither is the truth. I think it's being a realist. I'm a practical realist. This is how it is. This is how the world works. And I agree that nothing is someone's got to pay the bills. I'm a social liberal and I am a fiscal conservative. I worked for the state. I worked for the Department of Health. I served on a political action committee for human services. I worked for one of the biggest human services agency. We had the first AIDS residence in Connecticut. We did wonderful work. I saw what good social services look like. A hand up, not a hand out. Getting people back to work, getting people, that's what you want to do with social services, is put people to work, make people feel good about themselves, and everyone does want to work. At least in my experience, people that I saw did. They were embarrassed not to get a paycheck, and they wanted to work. And they used to give me, in Stanford, when I worked for St. Luke's, and I was the assistant to the executive director, and the office manager, they gave me the workfare people that they couldn't, and I can put anyone to work. It's one of my special talents. I can find anybody a job. I can put anyone to work and treat you with respect. They would give me people, and the first thing I would do is make sure they had a staff mailbox. They had a staff extension on the phone, so they knew to get phone calls. They were treated like an employee. They were working for their welfare check. That's true. That's what workfare is. But they were treated as an employee, and with all the same respect and dignity that an employee got. God help anyone that disrespected one of my people, because that is where I won't fight for myself, I'll fight for you. I'm one of those people that I hate bullying, I hate people who take advantage, and I'm big on human dignity. I really am. And when I say I speak from experience, I really do speak from the experience that people want to work. And that's true of people that I met. But they don't want to lose their benefits. They don't want to lose their health benefits. Hey, Karen, how you doing? And a lot of them were worried about that. That jump was hard, And I don't blame them for that either, because health benefits get scary. When you lose them, you can always get them back. And people complain about state benefits, but let me tell you, they're great. I've seen people getting delayed for services. I have not seen we need a national healthcare system. We really do. Basic healthcare for every man, woman, and child. Dental, eye care. That needs to be part of being an American. And if you want specialists, if you want to pick your own special doctor, you want to pick your own special plastic surgeon, you want to go above and beyond, then by all means, you can pay for that. But your basic healthcare and maintenance, and a lot of times when you have maintenance care, you don't get sick as often. So that's the deal. I don't know what to say, guys. Let's see. I could go on forever. Hey, Gina. Hi, Erica. Thinking for yourself. Hey, Martha. How are ya? Yep. So anyway, that's me. That's my background. So when I talk about politics, I'm talking about politics from the perspective of someone who worked for the state for 7 years, who worked for a partially federally funded, partially state funded, and very much privately funded human services agency. Again, one of the largest in the country and a premier agency. Political Action Committee, I was secretary of one for human services. Just because I'm critical of this administration, do not for a second make me a Republican. I am not. But I am a fiscal conservative. I believe someone has to pay the bills, just like we do at home. And we have to look at our deficit, and we need to wonder why we borrowed so much money from China that they now own us in the way that they do. We can talk about a lot of stuff. Oh, Taiwan, and we have a right to go there. We owe China a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot. Okay? Do you know? We don't even have control. Look this up, guys. We don't even have control of our entire eastern seaboard. All those docks, they don't belong to us anymore. We don't oversee those. A separate entity, I believe out of the Middle East, is overseeing our. So what comes and goes off of our docks, we have no control over. Think of how scary that is. While we're focusing on our borders, our docks, our harbors, wide open. Nobody even talks about that. Isn't that terrifying? It should terrify you. Like they say, if you're not outraged, you're not paying attention. And we really have to be paying attention now, because our rights as Americans, our rights to our country, we have been sold off piecemeal to other countries, to foreign powers. And China didn't just give us money. Like, oh, here, you need money, here you go, guys, have some money. No, we gave them collateral. Our national parks, many of our national buildings, they're not ours now. They're collateral. Okay? And again, this is all stuff you can look up. It is scary, Martha. Thank you. It is very scary. Hey, Virginia. So anyways, I don't want to, well, listen, when we talk about, when I started doing these videos, you are vicious tonight. And you've been vicious. Don't be all sweet now. You're all sweet now, and then you're just mean as hell. But anyway, when one of my ex-husbands, I can understand it, because that's exactly how they always behave. It's nice for so long, and then mean as hell. But anyway, sorry guys, I digress. But what was I gonna say? I never talk politics, ever. And I hope you're laughing. I'm making jokes here. Usually this is where someone calls one or both of my ex-husbands to say, because I get that shit too. People who like to make phone calls, like, yeah, she's talking about you. Thanks. Thank you. I used to love those soccer moms I used to deal with. And some of the cheer moms, I thought it was their job to report back. It was fun. Fun, I tell you. Anyway, I get it too. And when we talk about things in the readings, or we talk about, I get it because I've been through it too. Okay, I know what that feels like. Anywho, I never talk about politics, and I said I would keep it out of, and I don't keep it on my page on Facebook, and I keep it off of my newsletter for the most part. But when we're talking about the day-to-day and what people are worried about, and what people are worried about, what we're feeling, in these videos, it's become impossible not to talk about the political energy or atmosphere, because it's weighing heavy, and people are deeply concerned about their security. Like I said, the security of our sons. The people that start wars are people who fight them. And from what I've understood from the people I've talked to, boots on the ground, European, where we're amping up our forces in Europe, we're lining up ships in the Baltics, and we're preparing for war. And what I've been told is it's not a matter of when, it's not if, it's when. And we're going to basically wake up one morning, and find out that we're at war. And I've heard that too many times from too many people who are directly in the military. So that's something that, and talking about it, I understand thoughts become things, and people are like, oh, you're manifesting. Like, no, I'm not. I am not that powerful, I assure you. Okay? Talking about it with dread, talking about it with, this needs to not happen. But pretending it's not going to happen when I'm being told, well, they're preparing for it. And remember, war is great for economies. War is amazing for the economy. We do it time and time again. Nothing amps up our economy like going to war. Nothing brings people together in a country like going to war, patriotism. And nothing ensures, remember this, nothing ensures that a seated president will be reelected like a war. 9/11, that was certainly choreographed to keep Bush in office a second term. He would not have had we not gone to war with Iraq. But you don't change a horse midstream. Americans don't vote out presidents when they're at war. They just don't do it. So think about that 2 years from now, if it can even wait that long. And we'll see how we vote and how things go. Now, I'll be voting, but just something to think about, guys, okay? Really give it some thought. Yeah. Yep, Rosemary, you're right. You're right. And I read a lot of young men who are in the military and young women too. So, and my heart's with all of them. Everyone knows how much I love veterans, especially those Marines, man. I have got a heart for the Marines, I gotta tell you. But for all of our men and women in service, there's a 10% discount for anyone in service or a veteran. I have deep respect. I come from a military family like that myself. My dad was in Korea. He was older than my mom. Cousin in Vietnam, and many others who served World War II. My grandmother made munitions, Remington Arms plant. She was in the big fire. I'll tell you a funny story, then I'm going to start reading, okay? I have been up for a few different TV shows, and without trying, over these years. And some years back, I want to say maybe 7 years ago, we got a phone call. China got the call that they were looking for a medium or someone who could psychic to possibly be on a TV show that was a paranormal show. And I'm like, oh wow, well let's see. There's Rachel. There's this one. There's that one. So I called them up and I'm talking, and they're like, there's been a misunderstanding. I said, what's that? They're like, well, we actually were calling for you. You're Laura, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about me. I didn't even think about me, at all. Seriously, I and I'm not that I'm humble. It's not that. It's just like never even occurred to me that they were looking for me. So I said, wow, okay. Ended up having this meeting. It was 3 guys from Bridgeport. I was born in a and they actually had a show that was gonna run. They were gonna do the first episode, the test episode, and they were gonna do it at Remington Arms. So we had this wonderful long conversation. They just said you can't do 3 guys. You got to bring a female in, and she's got to bring in the psychic, witchy. You need that edge. You got to have that in there. It's a formula. Everything's a formula, right? So anyway, sadly, horribly, weeks before we were going to go and meet at Remington and do that first show, the lead guy died. He was in his 30s. He was wonderful. We would talk. I mean, I had all these amazing messages. Turns out his mother was actually best friends with my ex-father-in-law. They were like really good friends, and that's how they got my name even. So it was heartbreaking. He had a mask, and I went to the gate, and I told his mother, when you're ready, I have this wonderful messages, all these texts on my phone, and how much he spoke about you and his stepfather, and how much he loved you, and how and she finally did come to the shop, and she read through. It was. I mean, rip your heart out. As a mother, I always say the one thing I pray for, the only thing I pray for, honestly, guys, is that I die before my children. I never want to know the pain that I've sat across the table from so many times. I never want to know the pain of losing one of my children. I just, dear God, that's nightmare. I just can't imagine. I could cry right now, so I don't want to talk too much about that. But so that was one time that, and there have been others. In fact, we were going to do a show. They were going to do a premiere show at the shop in Derby, kind of like 90210. I think I've talked about it before. I've mentioned it, and like high school kids, high school witches, and when they would meet up at the shop, like the Beach Pit, and that was kind of fun, and it was getting ready to go, and Warner Brothers took a pass on it because witch shows we're not doing well at that moment, and one of the leads there had dropped out, so it was there going to be a West Coast shop, and there was going to be an East Coast shop, and there was all this crazy. The West Coast was like voodoo, and they're more dark, and we were the East Coast, more educated, more Salem-y. Actually, it's pretty cool when I think about it. But yeah, so that was something that. So there's been a few, different things that passed through the shop, and it's been exciting and fun. Yeah, Jacqueline, hi, how are you? Yeah. Anyway, that's my long story. Let's not keep going in that direction, but it's been an interesting run. I've been in business now 16 years, and it has never been dull, let me promise you. So, and I just want to say too, so tomorrow is our fair. I have Pina, my angel reader, a medium, And I have Sandy, tarot, and soul portraits. You could do one or the other. The soul portraits, there's some tarot reading in it, but it's really more about where you're going spiritually, where you're going. And she draws in. She's actually a oh my God, well, she's a trained artist, but a juried artist, I should say, as well. And her pictures are pretty nice. I've seen some spirit drawings that were kind of like really pretty scribbly, looking. No offense, but not in my store. But these are quite nice pictures and elements of where you're going spiritually and what direction and what you're meant to do. And they're really nice, especially I will tell you for young people who are thinking about their future and she's the mother of three boys herself, and then Tina's wonderful. She's one of my. I think she's been with me almost since the beginning. So yeah, about probably 14, 15 years I've known Pina. So anyway, that's my story about tomorrow. And I guess that's it. Let me just shuffle the cards a little bit and let's get going on our Tarotscopes. How you doing? Crazy, my buddy. All right. Okay, so let's get going. And we're going to start with Pisces. We're going to go backwards this time. Every week I kind of go either from 1st to 12th or 12th to 1st. So people who want to go to bed, at least they have a chance. Okay, Jackie, good. All right, so let's go. Oh, my hair is weird tonight. When it's not humid, it's pretty straight. So it's kind of goes forward. So it's like Okay. I always joke I have to wear bangs. I look like Cousin It. If I didn't have bangs, they would literally go right over my face. It's crazy. Crazy here. All right, Pisces. Let's start. All right. So for anyone who's new, and there's usually someone new, and a lot of you watched the next day or Sunday, it's a 6-card draw. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first card is the issue. The second 2 cards are the what's impacting or what's directly affecting, and then the final 3 are the outcome cards. Okay, it's a short-term reading, and we're going to start with the first card here, the 4 of Wands. Also teach tarot. Haven't been able to because of COVID. My room is too small. Can't space this out. Will not teach in a mask. Sorry. So this is the best I can do right now. So if you read tarot, I'm going to tell you the cards I'm pulling so you can throw them yourself and see how you interpret cards. Okay, this is how I interpret them. So the first card up is the 4 of Wands. It's a lovely card. It speaks of success at work. Success is part of a group, and that's wonderful. The Knight of Wands reversed. The Lovers reversed. The 9 of Cups reversed. The Star and the Sun reversed. We'll talk about contradictions. Boy, oh boy. So this is really all about moving forward. And here's the deal. It's all about moving forward in a direction that you got to ask. So it's like, this reminds me of when I was an executive secretary. I was a great executive secretary. I flourished financially. I was promoted and loaned out to other agencies and other buildings. And I worked at Fairfield Hills Hospital. I worked at the Boys Center. I was, they need organization. I was there and kept my own office running, that kind of thing, right? Anyway, the point being, I hated it. I hated being an executive secretary. Good at it, great at it. Good at managing people, all that stuff. Hated it. Okay? Don't like pushing papers. Don't like being inside. Don't like not being my own boss. Really hated the state system of paper after paper and repetitious and grant writing. Did I not like it? Did not like it. So these cards kind of speak to that. It's like being really good at something, but do I want to do it? You know, my daughter Daisy right now, she's going back to college, but she's working as a server. She's doing fantastic. She's making great money. Does she want, and she's a wonderful server. They have her working 6 days a week. Does she like it? No. Does she want to do it? No. She hates the drama. Her neck hurts, her back hurts. So that's what I'm looking at here with these cards. I'm looking at success, but it's like, is this what I really want to be doing? You're good at it. And I think breaking it down, it's like, what parts of it do you like? What parts do you not like? Lovers reverse. So, you know, we have this Four of Wands, success. Knight of Wands reversed, delays. Lovers reversed. Do I want to do this? The Nine of Cups reversed. Star, which is against one of the best cards, and the Sun reversed, which is just the opposite, it's failure. So how do I read these cards? It's really about Pisces taking a really hard look at what they do. Like, I run my store. I love my store. I love what I do. But there are things I don't enjoy as much, that cleaning the store, you know, that gets old. And things I'm looking to offload, right? So that I can do parts that I do like doing. So I want to look, I'm looking at one more card for clarity. The Two of Wands, interesting. That speaks to partnership. That the Two of Wands speaks to partnership. And again, Wands is still career, so it's career partnership. It's also the opportunity that kind of lands in your lap. Pisces, I think what you're doing is you're kind of hamster wheeling it a little bit. You're kind of doing what you know, doing what you do, but there's something going to happen, okay, that's going to change it all up for you. It's going to be something that's going to drop in your laps and it's going to occur, and you're like, okay, that's what I've been waiting for. That's the opportunity, and you're going to grab it. It's that gold ring, that brass ring there, that you, yep, that's for me, okay? All right, that's a little more generic than my readings usually are, but Pisces, you and I both know, and I'm Pisces myself, that there's stuff coming, and we're just kind of biding our time, you know, staying busy, doing the work, but we know that our true calling, what we really came here for, and that's true for everybody, not just Pisces. Pisces just feel it really hard. I'm Team Pisces, so I hear it a lot. We just feel it more intensely than some of the other signs do. It's coming, our mission, our raison d'etre, the reason we came here to be part of the cleanup crew. That's what we came here to do. All right? Aquarius. And now I want to tell you, there have been a lot of Aquarians coming in the shop, and they are hurting big time. Confused. And a lot of self-doubt, which is not something Aquarius usually does. That hurts my soul. You're an Aquarius, you know, question, because they're the ones who usually don't question. I'm going to tell you. Okay? All right. And questioning on that real deep level, like, am I just kidding myself? You know, do I feel what I really, is this authentic? Am I authentic? You know, really, it's awful, those really big self-doubt things. So for Aquarius, Judgment reversed. Three of Coins, Queen of Swords reversed, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Devil. Okay, for Aquarius, and I've got to say this has been true in a lot of readings, you're not coming to those conclusions by yourself. A lot of you have someone whispering in your ear, whether it's a mother, a boss, female that is really difficult, who's kind of, you know, and again, office gossip is here, toxic situation, toxic environment, toxic people. And here's, you know, here's Aquarius doing their thing. Ace of Swords. Aquarius has no trouble speaking up for themselves, okay? They're an air sign, for God's sakes. Communication is not their problem. Three of coins, financially, again, not the problem. It is judgment reversed, doubting yourself. And I'm going to say for Pisces, for Aquarius, I'm looking at, someone is kind of poking the bear for you here a little bit, okay? No more card for clarity. Five of Swords. Okay, Five of Swords, that's when it's time to ask for help. So if you're, whether it's therapy or whether it's HR or it's a divorce attorney, I don't care who you got to go, but you need to get some outside help, okay? And one problem Aquarius does have, and I always say every Aquarian I know should have a t-shirt made for them. If she's wearing 24/7 that says, you can't tell me what to do, okay? Because that's their mantra. You can ask an Aquarius anything. You cannot tell them what to do. You do not ever issue an ultimatum unless you want to say goodbye. You want to ultimatum an Aquarius? That's how you lose them, okay? And so Aquarius is often fascinated by readings, but they're hesitant because they're afraid it's going to be like, oh, well, this is what you have to do, with regard to therapy, with regard to any of that. What's what you have to do? And they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear they have to do a goddamn thing, okay? So Aquarius is trying to bite the bullet, get some outside help, some outside advice, and deal with this, because it's not affecting your bottom line, it's affecting your psyche, okay? It's affecting you as a person, it's affecting your soul, all right? I'm seeing it in my readings, so I know there's enough of me out there that's dealing with it, all right? Because if I'm worse than self-doubt, that's so crippling. And I got to tell you, the three most intuitive signs of the zodiac: Pisces, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Yes, water, air. Aquarius, notoriously great judge of character. They just know shit. Aquarius, they get flashes. Okay? So, Capricorn. He's just coming from work. Okay. Capricorn. Page of Coins. Seven of Coins reversed. Queen of Coins. Temperance reversed. The Chariot. The King of Coins reversed. Well, funny. But of course, Capricorn, it's money, and business. So, what's going on? Well, I mean, the Page of Coins, financially, we're fine. Seven of Coins reverse is asking, what else can I do to make money? How else can I make money? What else? Which Capricorn's always claiming, always asking those questions. Queen of Coins, I'm looking at a very solid situation. However, Temperance reversed, Chariot, and the King of Coins reversed. I want to say, you ever watch a mountain goat climb a mountain? They're very slow but steady. And mountains, Rocky Mountains are notorious for landslides and take the wrong move there. And it's so this idea of moving up, but looking at security. Is the security there? The opportunity is there, but is the security there to back it up? I will say, and it's come from a lot of readings, that it may not be the right time to advance. It may not. If you've got a secure position and you've got a secure, steady paycheck, this isn't the time to rock the boat. Please wait till February, March of next year. Get through the holidays. I am really concerned with the next 2 months. August, September, shaky months. So if you're wondering if you should get promotion, if you're wondering, and Capricorn always wants it, either I'm questioning the security of the company or the position itself. Okay? So just give that a moment. Really do some research, and make sure that you're going to be secure even as you're moving up. Okay? But don't let the, and this isn't a Capricorn thing, it's a Leo thing a little bit. They can get blinded by a title, but Capricorn usually doesn't. They like the paycheck and the power and the authority. But this promotion, this opportunity to grow, you may not be as secure as you'd like it to be. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Still a little stuffy here too. Sorry. All right, Sagittarius. You know that music, Virginia, is actually they're playing live music at the restaurant across the street there, Elizabeth Street. They have all this like live music, and it's crazy. Really cool stuff. There's some new restaurants opening, so I'm really excited. All right, Sagittarius. What do we see here? We have the Ace of Cups reversed, the Moon, the King of Swords reversed, Page of Cups, King of Wands reversed, Ace of Coins reversed. All right. Now, hey, I didn't realize, but here we go. Okay. So what does this look like to me? So this is tough. Sagittarius was tough last week too, actually. It didn't make a lot of sense. This isn't much easier. Ace of Cups reversed is the absence of love. Okay? The Moon is hidden things that are still hidden emotions, hidden motives. The Moon can be addictions, but again, hidden. Okay? King of Swords reversed is usually can be a bully. It can be someone who's not thinking right. Again, addictions. Page of Cups. Again, that's love coming in. It also can be a young person. The King of Wands reversed. The Ace of Coins reversed. So it could be staying in a bad situation for the sake of a young person. First things up, okay? Staying in a bad situation. The King of Wands is a workaholic, working very hard. Ace of Coins, Ace of Cups reversed, Ace of Coins reversed. I don't love that. King of Swords reversed. And I gotta tell you, my oldest daughter's a Sag, so when I tell you it's not making sense to me, it's not making sense to me. Let me just see. Yeah, okay. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. You know how sometimes you gotta take a couple steps back before you can take a few steps forward? Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. Okay? It's a terrible thing, but it's that sometimes you gotta take 2 steps back, take 3 steps forward. And I think Sag, and I'm thinking about last week's reading, I think that's what Sag is in the middle of. Like a rebuilding and having, Sag is not known for wallowing. That's not a Sagittarius trait. They're ruled by Jupiter. They're an action planet. I always say I'm blessed to have my moon in Sagittarius in the 5th house, because when things are tough, when things are hard, all that 8th house energy, I packed up the kids, would go to the beach, get out of Dodge, walk away for a while. My daughter Deb, another good example. Things are tough. She's tired, hard, career. She plans a trip. So, in fact, a lot of Sagittarius had suffered with the flights being tough and travel being tough. That's been hard on a lot of Sagittarians, because that's how they deal with the stress. They get out of town, they travel. So, looking at this This is Sagittarius reevaluating without all of the information in front of them. They're still picking through. This is not, again, Sagittarius is not Scorpio. They're their sister sign. Okay, they're not. They don't like that. They don't like that picayune. They don't tend to be petty. Okay, they just want it fixed and fix it fucking now. All right, just take care of it. And you know, they make great traveling salesmen. They make great entrepreneurs. You know, they just. And this is Sagittarius, actually someone grabbing them by the back of the neck and saying, guess what? No one else can do your dirty work for you. You got to do it. You got to look at this whole fucking mess, lift the rock, look at the shit, clean it out. All right? And it sucks. Okay? So whether it's work related, and it very much could be, or it's home related, and it very much could be. This is Sagittarius having to be petty, having to look at shit that's been hidden for a while, financially, emotionally, stuff maybe they even wanted to admit to themselves. So this is the ugly shadow work. Again, Sag doesn't like that either. Sorry, this is true. Sag is not that sign. You don't like it. That's why Sag, Gemini, and Aquarius, they get along so well. But it's and they can do it. Don't get me wrong, they're smart sign. They're the 9th house. Higher education, philosophy, you know, foreign ideas. They love it. They're good at that. But when it's on the outside, you know, this is inside shit. Why did I allow this to happen? Why did I let someone put me in this position? Why didn't I see this sooner? Why did I waste that money? Why didn't I, you know what I'm saying to here? This is Sag looking at like, fuck, I gotta fix this now. And they are. But it's that you've taken those 2 steps back. Sucks. That's not a Sagittarius thing to do. They want to go forward, like Aries, like Leo, like they just want to go, right? Sorry, Sag. This kind of lends some clarity to last week's reading, which was very convoluted, but I think that's where we're at. Is you guys are in a rebuild phase. And I know, just knowing my daughter as I do, I know where she's dealing with it in the career sector in a big way. And even if she's planning a wedding next year. So that's the sort of thing. Okay, we got that. Scorpio. I'm sorry. I'm looking at, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Brittany. I bet they have been. Because last week was crazy. When I'm reading the cards and I was throwing extra cards, I'm like, this isn't making any sense. Hope it's making some sense to you. But I think this week, Sag, got some clarity. Okay? Scorpio. See, I think also, and I guess I feel less bad about talking about the world events and politics and what's going on globally. We could talk about the environment too with that, or earth changes with that. Is these are bigger world things that are affecting us in our little world. And so it's really hard to sit there and get a grip on stuff when you're basically skating on thin ice, you know? I don't think you're moving really soon, MJ. I don't see any moving here. I think it's a matter of cleaning up the mess before you go anywhere. None of those cards indicated, you know, movement. It indicated fixing. Then we'll say. These are also short-term cards, don't forget. This is weeks, not months or years, okay? It's what's going on right now. Okay, Scorpio. The 9 of Swords reversed. End of anxiety. The 3 of Cups reversed. The 7 of Wands reversed. The Ace of Wands. The 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Cups. Okay, so all these, so many contradictions, all right? The 9 of Swords is the end of anxiety, okay? 3 of Cups reversed, not any big reason to celebrate, let's put it that way. 7 of Wands reversed. This isn't something that you can learn in a book, Okay? The end of anxiety, but it's nothing that you can, unlike, let's say, Aquarius that needs to get outside help. What Scorpio is dealing with isn't something that you can be taught or something that you can be schooled or something that you can be instructed. This is what it is. The Ace of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups. Basically, this is Scorpio dealing with heavy emotional issues. Three of Cups reversed, Four of Cups. And basically maintaining the status quo, keeping work calm, right? Keeping things calm. End of anxiety, no anxiety. Not letting anything upset the apple cart right now. We're not letting anything rock the boat. This is Scorpio on it, right? We're not rocking the boat here. No one is being allowed to put any more pressure. We're not going to do that right now while we deal with a heavy emotional issue. Four of Swords. This is partnership. We're a family. We're a team, right? And you know, Scorpio very often is the glue, right? The glue that holds the family together. And this is Scorpio just saying we're gonna keep the anxiety at a minimum. Four of Cups. We're just gonna. What do we need to do? What else do I want to do? How do I want to proceed emotionally? But we can't have any outside interference. No one's allowed to bring shit in. Okay, we're keeping that at the door. You always say put salt across your door. Keep it out of your house. And that's what I'm looking at here. You're gonna keep those. Say the men in the family. They, you know, manly stuff. You know, they're part of the family, and didn't like that. You weren't on the factory floor anymore. You know, you weren't evaluating and get things together. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Cheryl. Okay, good. All right. Libra. The Five of Reversed. The Page of Wands. Hey, Chelsea. How are you, honey? Oh, beautiful. So for Libra, there's a very likely chance that you got kids going back to school. Page of Wands, the Hierophant. I like that. Might be a little tough on Libra watching that happen. That's always hard. Although I will say the kids look like they're doing good. I hated the kids. One of those moms, I love summer break. I love being with my kids in the summertime. Loved it. I was miserable when they had to go back to school. It was my favorite time of year was summer vacation. Really? All right. Possibility with the kids going back to school, some years, or looking at changing lifestyles. This big changing career year in terms of kids are going to school, and now looking at my life ending something. There's no divorce. I don't feel that way here. More about it. I want to say for Libra, it seems for Libra, okay, but this is like a second, like a new beginning. Oh, one more card for Two of Coins reversed. Okay. Well, you know, there's a financial component, and it's a good one. So if you're going back to work, or if you're making some changes, maybe you're going from part-time to full-time, maybe, you know, you took the summer off. But it certainly is improving the financial bottom line too. I like that. Okay. But I will say when death is reversed, things are ending, but you're in charge. Okay. Death upright is it's being thrust at you. Things are ending and it's out of your control. When it's reversed, you're in control of that. You're choosing for this to end. You're saying, okay, it's time for me to go back to work, or time to make a change, or you know what I'm saying? So I like that. Alrighty. Virgo. you know, I've had a few people get angry at me when I've talked about the president and what I think is going wrong with him. And I don't think it's a speech impediment. And I will tell you that I have a speech impediment. I have a horrible stammer, and I didn't talk a lot when I was younger. My elementary school years, actually, I spoke very little. And sometimes if you catch me, my kids, I'll be not tripping over my words. They don't flow that right, and it's not that my brain is not connected to my, I have to think about how I'm pronouncing words or what I'm saying. So, yeah. So um, anyways, Virgo. All right. The Ten of Coins. Great card. That is a card of, real estate and money in the home and selling a home, buying a home, but it's a positive card. Security in the home. Nine of Wands reversed. Two of Cups reversed. Ten of Swords is reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. Virgo, you're in your damn details. You're messing it up. So anyway. So this is Virgo. Someone's not on board with your plans, Virgo. You got good plans. God knows you're a planner par excellence. I mean, no one plans like a Virgo, okay? Virgo's got plans on plans on plans. They see the big picture and the layers of pictures and anything that can go wrong, could go wrong, and how you're going to deal with that. And it's exhausting to be a Virgo, honestly, but there it is. And yet I'm looking at different than Aquarius, okay? This is someone not questioning your judgment. This is someone who's just saying, I don't want to do that. It's like you lay out this beautiful plan, and someone's like, that's not going to work. I don't want to do that. Or I won't do that. So maybe you have a partner and someone you agree that you were going to do a certain thing a certain way, and your partner, like, literally, it's like, I say partner, it could be a friend, it could be a business person. It's like, okay, all right, here's how it's going to go. So we're going to time it. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, you move, honestly, or investment. And all these lovely plans. And it's like, we're not going to do it that way anymore. And it's really a shitty thing. Now, I'm really a shitty thing. Ten of Swords is an unfortunate card. You're going to be okay financially. Like, you deal with it. Virgo, hopefully you're not sabotaging somebody. I don't think you are. But this really is like, Two of Cups reversed can be the end of a friendship, okay? It's two people that want two different things, and the Knight of Swords reversed is, I don't know. I think at this point Virgo is hurt and saying, I'm not going to say much, but now I'm going to make somebody, you know? And Virgo, Nine of Wands reverse, change of direction. Okay, I can't do that by myself, but I can do something else by myself. And being an earth sign, Virgo's always got their eye on the bottom line, but you don't get a second chance to sabotage a Virgo. I will tell you that, okay? And in this case, it feels like Virgo got sabotaged. It feels like someone pulled the rug out. It feels like somebody is let you do a lot of work. Maybe they're trying to take credit for it. It could be that too. But regardless, you're going to get quiet, Virgo. Now you're going to get quiet. They should be getting nervous, but you're going to make new plans and change some things up to your benefit. You will come out on top with this. I'm going to assure you, they won't get the better of you. Joanna's asking me if I reset my cards. What I do is I shuffle, and it works out usually. I can do all 12 signs, throwing a few extra cards here and there for clarity. And actually, I just, the whole deck like that. I don't redo for each I don't reshuffle for each sign. And I read reverses, so I don't, once a year on New Year's Day, I usually will reset my decks by you reset a deck by putting it all back in order the way it came out of the box. So starting with the Fool, going through just like it came out of the box, usually a little charge of it. There's a difference between resetting and recharging. Okay, so you choose the full moon. I like a crystal on top of cloth, and I do that periodically. But with COVID, I don't want people to touch my cards. I'm not really reading palms as much. I haven't been doing that. So, but there is a difference between like charging. Understand you don't have to charge your crystals unless you're working with them. If you're doing grids, if you're working with people, you're doing Reiki, you're laying them on people, then yeah, you need to clear them. You need to, they're hot, they're working hard, they need to be cleared. But then charging them is just energizing them. Okay, but there's a difference. Alrighty, you're welcome. Okay, so Leo, we're at Leo. The Four of Coins reversed. The High Priestess reversed. The Five of Wands. The Six of Wands. Strength reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. So like I often say, when signs are conjunct or next to each other, there can be similarities in the readings. And this is similar to Virgo, but different. In this case, the Four of Coins reversed. You're thinking of new ways to make money, Leo. That's some new ideas. And the cards are suggesting that you are looking at this from a purely common sense. High Priestess reversed. This is not intuiting it. You're not emotionalizing it. This is common sense, okay? You are tired of the same argument over and over and over. I want to say it's work-related, but it's the same tired argument. And I'm seeing advancement, Strength reversed, Eight of Cups reversed. Why do I feel, Leo, like you're dragging somebody along? Why do I feel like you are dragging somebody who doesn't want to do what to get off that handle, Now, one thing about Leo is they really usually are happiest with their own business. Most Leos would rather, and I'm Leo rising. I'll work 16 hours for myself before I work 8 hours for you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know the internet is being iffy here for YouTube. I'm sorry. You can get on Facebook too and check it out as well if it's we usually go back and forth, unfortunately. Okay, so Strength reversed, Eight of Cups reversed. You're not moving forward as fast as you'd like because it looks to me someone is either holding you back, explaining the vision. Okay, that's getting old. So it's not like sabotage. It's not like sabotage like Virgo. It's more like, okay, dumbass, this is what we need to do. This is how we grow the business. This is how we move it forward. And they're just not seeing the bigger picture. Whether it's about advertising or it's about, and usually PR is a Leo thing. Okay, you are going to move this forward, whether they're kicking or screaming or moving it forward. There's no broken hearts here, but you're also not going to be held back. It's really working your last nerve, constant. Like Sagittarius, okay, Leo's a fire sign, and once the plan in place, they don't want to do the picky. That's really not. They usually have people around them take care of that for them. Really, the picky, they're big paintbrush people, big brush stroke people. You take care of those details. They need a good secretary, good assistant. They need a good accountant. They need detail people because they are big idea people. In fact, every executive I've ever worked for, funny story, it's been a Leo. Big egos. I talked about my vice president I worked for, sales and marketing. He was a Leo. They Dr. Wolf was a Leo. God, Brother Schuster was a Leo over there in Stanford. They were all Leos. And they went through a lot of assistants. They went through a lot of staff. I worked well with them because I didn't interfere with their ego. They ideas were theirs. I never naysayed their ideas. In fact, if anything, I helped it go along, grease the wheels. That was how I saw my role. So in this case, Leo, you're not going to tolerate anyone holding you back. And your ideas are good, by the way. This isn't someone who's cautioning you because they won't work. They're cautioning you for their own fears, and you're not going to tolerate it, okay? All right. All right. We do Cancer, right? Cancer. So, okay. Cancer, the Hermit. Hangman reversed. 10 of Wands reversed. 3 of Wands, the Fool, 9 of Coins. Okay, another version of this story that we've been playing, Virgo, Leo, Cancer. A little different version of the same song. So we see Virgo being isolated, the Hermit, okay? Feeling lonely, feeling isolated. The other thing the Hangman reversed is feeling like I'm wasting my time, feeling like I'm being taken advantage of, feeling like people don't appreciate me. And the 10 of Wands reversed is the straw that broke the camel's back. You really don't want to see a Cancer get angry, and that's what we're looking at here. We're looking at Cancer, ready to say, okay, 3 of Wands, the Fool, 9 of Coins. This is Cancer pushed to that point, okay? Like Leo, like Virgo, okay, whether it's sabotage in front of a Virgo or someone trying to hold back a Leo. In this case, I wasted my time. I tried. I did everything I could. Give. And now we're done. All right? What's going on? Whole new game. Fool. New direction. 9 of Coins. Think I'll take care of myself. Think I'll spoil myself. Think I'll do some stuff for myself. Spend more money on me. 3 of Wands. Maybe I'm going to take a class. Maybe I'm going to go back to school. This is Virgo saying, done enough for you. Time to take care of me. Now, Virgo is not the most selfish sign in the zodiac. The sign of the mother, the sign of the maternal sign, even the men, even the Cancer men. I hope I said Cancer, right? It is Cancer we're talking about, not Capricorn. Sorry if I said that. Even the Cancer men are nurturers. But this is Cancer saying, nurture myself for a while. Okay? One more card for clarity. 9 of Coins. Now, I gotta tell you, of all the 3 water signs, Cancer likes money. A little secret with Cancer. Cancer likes money. Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob, money. They do. They like money. They like what money buys. They like nice things. They team well usually with Taurus. Also likes nice things. Cancer appreciates hard work, works hard. Taurus likes hard work. They get along very well usually. Cancer gets along well with the earth signs, I have to tell you. And this is Cancer saying, I've done enough for you, time to do for me. Bottom line, whole new game, gonna go a different direction, gonna take care of me now. That simple. Right? And that straw that broke the camel's back, I'm not sure if it just happened or it's about to happen. But if you are in the house with a Cancer, watch out. Watch out, because they're about to blow. It's about to come undone. I hope you're not the one pushing the Cancer's buttons right now, because they're about to lose their shit. Right? Gemini. Jesus Christ. Gemini. 8 of Coins reversed. Not feeling motivated, not feeling like it's worth your time. 6 of Swords. Emperor reversed. 2 of Swords. World reversed. The Empress. Well, boy, this really speaks to, and we talked about this, but my own brother, whose oldest son, my nephew, died 2 weeks ago. and has been these Gemini. He's been dealing with this, and it's been horrible. Actually, I was at work when I got the phone call, and this speaks to loss, Gemini. Now, Gemini, please, I'm not saying that anyone's going to die in your family. I'm not saying that, but this does speak to a lack of motivation, a sense of why am I bothering? What is it? Why am I trying so hard? The Six of Swords has you thinking maybe I should get out of Dodge, maybe do some traveling, you have to do some traveling. Six of Swords is leaving home, that need to get out of the house. Now, that's a very Gemini trait. Again, Sag and Aquarius share it, that when the pressure's on, they want to get out, okay? And you shouldn't stop them. You shouldn't stop them. My brother gets on his bike, works it out on the road. My daughter, the Sag, like I said, hops a flight. Emperor reversed, feeling out of power. Two of Swords, rock in a hard place. The world reversed, world upside down. And then there's the Empress. I will tell you, my sister-in-law, Scorpio, is definitely keeping that boat afloat, much like the Scorpio reading earlier. She's keeping the stress and anxiety out of the house, keeping things stable, so my brother can mourn. And they're definitely mourning this awful thing. It's awful. It's fucking awful. Pointless, stupid, awful thing. So Gemini, does that mean every Gemini is in a bad place? No, it doesn't. But I will tell you this, much like Cancer, that's saying time for take care of me, I'm going to say Gemini, looking at the bigger picture, looking at the real world, looking at what's going on. Sense that things need to change, sense that things are changing. The desire to keep home stable, that Empress card is always home, stability. You know, usually it's a female card, but it speaks to the home, where the Emperor card, which is reversed here, the masculine card reversed. It could be the masculine, the male and the female, the husband and the wife. It can be that, or the matriarch, the patriarch. But the instability of the outside world is definitely coming in contrast to the stability of the inside world. Okay, keeping home stable, which I talk about all the time. While all these things are going on, when we talk about it, is not because you're making it worse. It's like, what do I talk about? Sustainability. Get prepared. Have food in the house. Get the radio, the battery operated radio in place. Why? To sustain yourselves. Keep your family secure. Know where your children are. And that's what we're looking at here. It's rock in a hard place. There are no easy answers. Things are changing. They're unpleasant. We all question. Most of us who are thinking people are questioning, you know, why am I doing this for? Why am I trying so hard? What, is it all going to fall apart anyway? Well, no, it's not. It's not going to all fall apart. But the only person you can really fix and help is yourself, your children, and your little home. Which is why you've got to be responsible. And that's what I'm seeing Gemini struggling with right now. Okay? Is the stability of the home. All right. And Gemini, it may not be your home you're worried about. It could be one of your kids' homes you're worried about. Okay? It could be the stability of one of your brothers or sisters you're worried about. It doesn't have to be you personally. Okay? But it could be someone you care for deeply that, you know, you're worried about the stability and the security of their home. And those of us who have children or brothers or sisters that we love dearly, you know that feeling. You know, you take it to heart. Okay. Taurus. We have the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Wands, Tower, the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups reversed, and the Six of Cups reversed. All right. The Seven of Cups asks the question, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What is emotionally satisfying to me? That's a very Taurus thing. Taurus is all about the pleasures. Taurus is a very sensuous sign. They like good food. They like good, but they also like abundance, comfortable home. They. What do I want? The Eight of Wands has you focusing on career. And the Tower, that's not a great card. That's chaotic changes. Queen of Wands, King of Cups reversed, Six of Cups reversed. I will tell you, it looks like to me, Taurus, which is usually a home buy, okay? Taurus are usually happiest working out of a home. Taurus retreats, like Cancer and Taurus get along so well because Cancer also retreats to their home, very protective of their home. So is Taurus. I want to say Taurus is looking for ways to work out of the home. Six of Cups reversed, King of Cups reversed. That's anxiety, concerns. This Tower card. Definitely doing something. I want to say Taurus might be rethinking any kind of travel with that Cups reverse homesickness card. Taurus may be really thinking about home a lot in terms of the childhood home, home, and I want to say working out of the home. This eight of Wands, restructuring things, keeping things under the roof. Okay, a little more card. Magician reversed. Yeah, something. You need to rely on somebody else to put it. It could be the organization. Of course, a little sloppy, okay, a little messy. You may need someone to organize this for you so you can do it properly. It could be the IT component. There may be but it does speak to a revamping of how you live and work. Okay, you know, giving it with an eye to around you, and this thing like okay, chaos is going to be out there. I'm going to be here. You know, and we are going to be here because Taurus is very protective of their family. And there's a sense of Taurus saying, all right, I recognize I can't do this all by myself. All right, it's got to be a team effort here. But Taurus is definitely not liking that things are changing. And they're responding to it by just securing the fortress. How does that? That makes the most sense to me. You know, it feels like a very Lord of the Rings kind of moment where like, okay, there's battle calls out there and stuff's going on out there. I don't feel secure. Okay, let's bring in reserves. Let's bring in what we need. Let's get the castle ready. Secure the boundaries. Okay, that's what I get here for Taurus. Very almost militant, but they're going to need help with that. The whole organization, you can't do it by yourself. Okay? And lastly, we have Aries. Second, I am one card short. Well, one card. Okay, Aries. Well, what do we have going on? You're quite a mood there, buddy. Okay. Wow, he's all over the place. Okay. Aries, we have Justice reversed, unfair situation. Three of Swords reversed. Anxiety. Okay. Ten of Cups. Okay. Happy at home. Home is happy, emotionally happy. Six of Coins. Bonus. Okay. Page of Swords reversed. Ace of Coins. All right. This is actually pretty straightforward and pretty nice for Aries. Unfair situation. Justice reversed. Anxiety around that. Okay. Not really talking about it too much. Page of Swords reverse. Not talking about it. Ten of Cups. I like. So home is happy. Six of Coins is usually bonus money. Is usually a boon, so to speak. Something unexpected. And the Ace of Coins is the best money card in the deck. Where's all this money coming from? Well, let's throw a card. Two of Swords reversed. Rock in a hard place reversed. Well, Aries, it looks to me like you've got to make a choice. Not an easy choice. Home is happy. Money. Money. That's good. Making a difficult choice. The Emperor. Oh, that's usually business. It's usually a solid business, actually. Secure business. Moving forward. Well, all I can say, Aries, is it looks to me like unfair situation, anxiety, you're moving forward. Home is happy. Home is emotionally safe and secure. Emotionally, okay? I want to say opportunity coming in, make money, opportunity. Looks like it's pretty effortless. Where does that rock in a hard place come in? Maybe like where you have to go to for work. That could be part of it because home is kind of weighing in as a positive. So it may be that rock in a hard place is where you're working. I'll tell you what, though, it seems like it's pretty effortless. Two of Swords reversed. He's making it. You're making the decision. Nobody else is making it for you. So one more card for Aries. The World. I mean, these are great cards. So I'm looking at the World, Wheel of Fortune, upright, the Emperor, great money cards. There's going to be a catch, okay, with that two of Swords reversed. There's a catch here. Seems to hold the balance. Maybe you have to travel. Literally travel. I don't know. It's not necessarily saying that here. Ace of Coins. It's interesting. I can't tell you. I'm just not going to keep throwing cards. There's anxiety. It's not fair, but it's turning around. But it's still going to require, rock or hard place. You've got to make a choice here. So it could be you love being home. It may be you've got to be away from home a little more. It could be travel, not just commute travel. Work for a big company. Maybe you have to do travel. A lot of people dread that, and some people love that. But if you've got young kids, you can really hate that. I don't know, Aries. If the money's there, it's how you're going to make it, but it seems to fall in your lap pretty well. I got to say, all right. I would say it's perfect, but that Two of Swords reversed is saying, it's not that perfect. It's still going to require you to make a choice, to make a decision. And I'm going to say, obviously, you're going to make the decision for the money. Bottom line is going to be weighing in here. Okay? It's hard to be happy when you're broke. It really is, I got to say. All right, guys, that's the readings. You are out of your mind tonight, Orlando. Hope everyone's doing good. Everyone self-care. Take care of yourself. Get rest. Eat well. Let people that you love know that you love them. Don't let that not be spoken. If there's one thing I can say from my brother's deep, heartbroken sadness, is at least he knows he always reached out to his son. They were always, talking, and he certainly knew that there was nothing left to say, you know. All right, so yeah. All right, everyone, good night, and I will see you next week. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Behave, okay? Bye.